Hey guys, it's GameStack Hunter, and welcome to another November video game pickup. For a month where I'm not expecting to really get anything, I'm kind of making out like a bandit this month, I have to say. This score I got from my tax lady. And by the way, Deanna, thank you very much. That is my wonderful tax lady. And her really, really awesome son, Tony. Thank you very, very much, Tony, both of you, for the wonderful deal if you guys check out my channel. So anyways, Deanna is my tax lady, and last year she was doing my taxes, and we started talking, and I do a lot of computer consulting on the side, and we just kind of started talking, and she needed a new computer because her computer was kind of getting old, and we came to an agreement that I was going to help her get a new computer and get it all set up, and then she was just going to take care of my taxes for me. So this was a while back, but we finally managed to connect this time, and I was at her house, and I was kind of setting up her computer, and her son comes in. And of course, when I see a young guy, I always got to talk about video games because, you know, most young guys are into video games, so that's cool. And he was talking about how he's trying to save up money to get the PlayStation 4. So we started going back and forth. And he's like, yeah, I got a PlayStation 3, but it died. And so I was like, well, you know, I said, you know, what about the games? I mean, do you still have any games? And he's like, yeah, I got some games. So I was like, well, if you're interested, I might be able to pick, you know, I might be willing to pick them up off you, and then you can, you know, make a little extra money towards your PlayStation 4. And so he was like, cool. So while we were at a point where we were waiting on the computer to do updates and stuff like that, I went downstairs, and he was like, oh, I got a Nintendo 64, by the way, and I got a GameCube. And I'm like, well, cool. I mean, I'm into those too. So at first I was telling him, you know, since it's your mom, you know, and I'm kind of helping your mom out. What I can do is I can help you kind of gauge how much this stuff is worth. So maybe you can sell it on Craigslist and kind of get that PlayStation. I said, but you know, when you put stuff on Craigslist, you have to wait, and it's going to take a little while. And there's a lot of like meeting this guy and meeting that guy, and them trying to talk you down. So I told him, I said, or another option is I could make you an offer, and just, you know, see if you're interested. So he was like, all right, well, I'll take an offer. So I kind of thought it through. And I told him, I said, you know, I don't buy stuff at retail. I mean, I don't pay a whole lot for the stuff, but I mean, you'll definitely, you know, be a lot closer to getting that PlayStation. And so I kind of looked over everything, and I made him an offer of $100. And so, you know, what I got for $100, and normally I would have paid less, but you know, he was pretty cool, and I just kind of gave him a little higher offer than I normally would. And he said, all right, that's cool. So I was helping his mom, doing all that stuff, and she decided that, you know, for the time and effort that I was putting in there, she wanted to thank me. So she actually paid her son the $100, and she gave all this to me for free. So, you know, I really can't thank her enough. I mean, I was really, really excited, you know, that I got such an amazing deal. And you guys will see why here in just a second. I guess let's start off with the PlayStation 3 games. And I was pretty happy because I mean, it's hard for me to find games that I don't have these days. But, you know, there was a few games in here that I had my interest, and I had to check and see, and turned out one of them I had already. But this is why I'm the GameStack Hunter. These are the game stacks that I like. This is what inspired my name. I remember in the summertime picking up a lot of stacks just like this, and you know, that's what kind of made things come about for me. So let me get started here. I got Uncharted 2. Fantastic game, guys. I mean, this is probably one of the best games I've ever played, honestly. If you haven't played this, or you don't have a PlayStation, I mean, this is one that you should definitely play at some point, because it's like being a part of an epic movie. Kind of like The Last of Us. If you ever played that, it's got that feeling like it's not just a video game, it's kind of like you're in a movie. And a lot of the scenes in this are just extremely creative. So I highly suggest you guys check this game out. Most of you probably have. Most of you have even beaten it. And you know what I'm talking about. Another really fun racing game is MotorStorm. You're running around on dirt tracks and stuff like that. Kind of neat little driving game. You should definitely check this out as well. Gran Turismo 5. Let's see, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Pretty sweet game. Madden 12. It's all right. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of sports games. Madden 13. DJ Hero, which I think I might have needed this one. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm into the DJ stuff. We'll see. Tekken 6. Pretty cool game. I've always been a fan of the Tekken series. I already have that one. For some reason, I didn't think I did when I was going through the games. NBA Live 8. Madden 10. UFC Undisputed 2010. Modern Warfare 2, one of the better Call of Duty games. Black Ops, probably one of my favorite Call of Duty games. I've spent probably more time in any Call of Duty game in this one, and I still to this day throw it in the Xbox 360. I have it on PlayStation 3 and 360 because I wanted it for PS3 to just kind of complete my collection. But I bought all the DLC for the 360, so I keep a copy of it and around and actually fire up the 360 whenever I want to play that. God of War Ascension, really awesome game. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2009. This is one of the games that I wanted because I didn't have it. I'm collecting the Cabela's games. I like to have them all. They're pretty cool, especially like I've said this before. When you have the PlayStation Move and the gun, it's really, really awesome. Although this is an earlier version, so I'm not sure if this is Move compatible or not. They may have not started that until a little later on, but hopefully it is. The next one we got is Dead Island, which this is really fun because you can play multiplayer co-op online. So you can get like a couple friends and you can go around and bash zombies and stuff like that. And it's a little different because I remember playing several hours and I never got a gun in the game at all. And I think even if you were to get a gun, you'd probably like hardly get any bullets. But it's really kind of fun. There's kind of a storyline. So if you're looking for just like something to do with a friend and you want to get a cheap game, you know, this is a good one to pick up. And then, of course, they got Riptide as well. God of War 3. One of these days, I'm going to have to... I played God of War a long time ago. There are so many God of War games, and I know they're fantastic, and I really enjoy them. I need to step in and just really get my God of War on. I just got so many of these I want to play. And then Black Ops 2, my other favorite Call of Duty game. And it's still holding its value for being an older game, which is pretty cool. I have the DLC for this one. So I think honestly so far of all the Call of Duty games I've gotten, some people's opinion will differ. But I think that the Black Ops are by far my favorite. So when they finally decide, hopefully if they ever do make a Black Ops 3, that's the one I'll get. I haven't even... Advanced Warfare was out like last week, and I mean, I'm going to get it, but I just don't see myself buying it like full price, you know? So, anyways, let's get into the GameCube. I got a GameCube console, silver. Came with a silver GameCube controller and an additional black one, and it's complete. And I was really happy to pick this one up as well. You can never go wrong having a GameCube. They trade very well. And then I got another stack of games. So I'll put this one at the bottom so you guys can see that one last. All right, so here's what I got for GameCube, guys. I got Disney Pixar Cars. Sims Bustin' Out. Fantastic Four. MLB Slugfest. Shrek 2. I think I saved a copy of Shrek for my son. I'm going to have to look and see. He might want to play that. Need for Speed Underground 2. Big fan of Need for Speed 2. I'm thinking I might have to start picking these up on the GameCube and just holding on to them. Need for Speed Carbon. The Last Airbender. NBA Live 06. And here's one that I don't think this is like... I think it might be one of the harder to find ones, but still, besides it's a wrestling game, it's Day of the Reckoning. WWF. I haven't really seen this one ever. So, and I know a lot of people are really into collecting the wrestling ones, so... and then Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. And Legends of Wrestling with Hulk Hogan on the front. Back when I was a kid, I was into wrestling, and Hulk Hogan was like in at the time. Some of you probably don't even know who he is. And then on here I've got... Oh, that's a PlayStation. Oh, PlayStation game, Assassin's Creed. Alright, and then in here I got Super Smash Brothers Loose Disc. Kind of hoping maybe one of these days he'll call me and tell me that he got the case, because that'd be pretty cool. And let's see, now we're into the good ones here. I'm not a real fan of basketball and sports games, but I remember giving these a try, and I was actually surprised at how cool they were. Urban games, you know, not the standard courts and stuff like that. NBA Street 2, or not NBA, just Street. Yeah, NBA Street 2. Shows how much I know about them. And then Street Volume 2. I don't know what the difference is between Volume 2 and Street 2. But anyways, these are kind of cool. I think I'm going to pop them in and play them. Check them out. The discs are in pretty good condition for the most part. And then I got Pokemon Colosseum, which is a pretty good title. I know it's worth a little bit. And then I got Super Monkey Ball Adventure. Now, I'm pretty sure that I have... Do I? I could have swore I had Monkey Ball too. But if not, this one's on my list, so... Yeah, I don't see it down there for some reason, but I'm so sure I had it. Well, oh well. I got this one now, and I know there's a 2. Monkey Ball is pretty fun, actually. It's kind of different. You have to manipulate the ball around and solve puzzles and stuff like that, and it's really a fun game. You guys should definitely try it. I haven't played it in depth, but I played it enough to know that it was a really fun game when I played it last time. And then, guys, this is really, really, really cool. I got the Watermelon... or is it Jungle Green? Anyways, I got the Jungle Green, I think it is, Nintendo 64 with the matching controller. Sticks in pretty good shape. And I got a few games. Now I'm missing one out of the stack, and I have to reach out to him and maybe pick it up next time I stop by. But there was Mario 64 in here, and it's not. So I'm pretty sure it's like down in their basement. But it came with Disney Tarzan, Rush 2. Now I heard Rush is a pretty cool racing game for the Nintendo 64. From what I've seen on the reviews and everything like that, if you're into racing games and you like the Nintendo 64, definitely a worthy game. And then I got 007, which this is way better than the one I have. So this one's going to replace the one I have for sure. And then Donkey Kong 64, which is in really good condition as well. So that is all for this video game pickup session. So please give me a thumbs up, guys, if you enjoyed the video, because it definitely helps me out. And do not forget to subscribe, because you'll miss out on stuff like this. You never know what I'm going to get, and apparently today shows that I never know when I'm going to get a game or what's going to come along. Fantastic deal once again. Thank you, Deanna and Tony, for the wonderful deal. And for everybody else, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a fan. Thank you for watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it. Take care, guys.